In today's video, we are going to be reacting to the most insane 12-year-old.
Please, your God. Boy, you think you hard. Here I come, this is my final time. You wasn't expecting this, boy!
My son is addicted and obsessed with violent video games.
I hear your guns.
Video games are my son's #1 priority.
He plays when he wants, where he wants, and for as long as he wants.
He has stayed on for up to 20 hours. He never comes out of his room to eat with us, but he will yell out from his room, "Peasant, bring me a plate."
Come to me immediately! I request backup immediately!
Wait, calling your mother a peasant and requesting for backup? Like, who do you think you are, little boy? What the heck? This is weird.
The two games that he really likes to play the most are Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite. He gets very excited about the number of kills because the more kills you have, the higher you go in the game. It makes him very aggressive.
Empty it!
His favorite game right now is Grand Theft Auto.
Double barrel, bitch!
It is very violent. They rob, shoot, kill, beat.
Let's empty out this!
I played Grand Theft Auto whenever I was younger, but like I wasn't acting like a maniac like this.
When my nephew is playing the video games, he's very rude and disrespectful to the people that he's playing online with.
Thank you! You didn't say anything!
He plays the game online with adults, and the language that they use is absolutely horrendous.
Beep, beep! CEO coming through!
I'm gonna kill you, beat the out of you, and piss off.
And that's transferred over to his mom.
When I tell him, watch your language, he'll tell me to shut the up and
Get out!
That's when you gotta do some reinforcement. You can't just let this happen. You can't just not parent your kid, especially when they're showing bad behavior like this. You have to do something about it. You can't just let it happen and then complain about it on TV.
He will turn over furniture, he breaks dishes, he has basically destroyed his room.
How would you like your death to be? Death by AIDS?
these violent games have desensitized him from actual pain and death. He has been bullied. I am scared that he will take the behaviors that he's learned in the game and retaliate. He could become another school shooter.
What? How are you just saying this about your son? If you truly believe this about your son, then you're gonna do something about it.
Let's empty out this.
This is something that I feel like I could deal with in 30 seconds or 3 hours, depending on how I approach this. But if you're so desperate, why did you not write in? Why did your sister write in? 9 times.
Well, the aunt had to go in to stop the situation 9 times. But also, that's my question. Where's the mom? What is she doing during all of this? Is she trying to stop this behavior? Because it really doesn't seem like it.
I guess I'm just complacent to it. I'm used to it.
I feel like I know what's wrong with him. My question is, what's wrong with you?
That's my question. Why is she not doing anything? What's stopping her from being the parent? She's not being the parent.
You have a 12-year-old child yelling, "Get in here, peasant. Bring me this," and what do?
I do it.
That's her problem. Right there. That is her problem. She's being compliant to her child. That is your kid. You have to be the parent. That's your problem. That's the reason why it's gotten this bad.
You do it. He locks you out of the house in the freezing rain and holds a sign up to the window, "I will let you in if you go get me Starbucks." And you go get it.
This kid is the biggest spoiled brat I've ever seen. She spoils him.
Come on, help me. I'm just an old country boy. You have to help me understand how this makes sense.
I've been in school for the last 18 months, and I'm gone
Good.
4 nights a week
Right.
and 12-hour shifts on the weekends. And his dad has had anxiety disorder and heart issues, and so physically and emotionally, he wasn't able to handle him. And so by the time I got home from work, I work 40 hours a week as well. So by the time I got home, I'm just so tired and mentally and physically exhausted that I would just do whatever I had to do to keep the peace.
Okay, now, his dad passed away
September.
in September of last year, right? And from a heart condition, correct?
Yes.
And your son barely shed a tear, right?
Yes.
I feel like I'm kind of understanding the situation. Maybe because of the dad's conditions, he just didn't have much of a relationship with his son. Also, probably being exposed to violent games where death is very prominent, maybe that has desensitized him a lot to death. So that's probably why he didn't shed a tear, and also he probably didn't have that much of a relationship with his dad because his dad couldn't handle him.
In fact, he said, hey, people die, moving on.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, you're looking at this, you're there every day. I just met you guys.
The way that he treats her is just deplorable. But I think she was crippled a little bit by her husband and the way that he kept things super secret. So she wasn't allowed to talk to me about it. She wasn't really allowed to talk to anybody about it. And so when she finally started opening up to me, and I realized, oh my goodness, like he is really cussing you out. He's really doing these things. Then that's when I wrote in originally. At that point, I thought maybe she'll kind of take control and it'll get better. And it just got worse.
This is my baby, my prized possession. I love video gaming. Every day I get home, I just want to play. Oh, here I come, here I come, here I come. This is my final time. You wasn't expecting this, boy! I don't want to sound like I'm a future serial killer, but it's fun. Like when you drive a minivan through a crowd of people.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. He said, I don't want to sound like a future serial killer, but it's fun. And he's talking about driving a minivan through a crowd of people. The fact that he knows how it sounds and he still says it is just crazy to me. He knows it sounds bad.
Ooh, I hear your guns. I'm finna come. In the gaming world, like, you can get away with stuff. And so cars, you can kill people. You're going at each other full force with guns blazing. Nobody will arrest you for public indecency. And that's the good thing about online. You do what you want. You didn't see anything. Sometimes when people are acting stupid, I get mad. Double barrel, bitch! Sometimes they say some stuff that has got me banned multiple times, but I just don't care. Let's empty out this. One time, my console wasn't working. I took a rock, but I threw it at the TV.
Let go of me. Let go of my shirt. Stop it.
When somebody tries to mess with me when I get mad, I will punch, slap, hit, bite. I'll do whatever I can to get you out of my way.
This kid needs some time in juvie. I feel like that would be beneficial to him. I don't know if that's bad.
Stop. What are you doing in my bathroom?
Sometimes, to release my anger, I grab a golf club and I go crazy on my door.
Okay. I don't know, maybe you could get a journal and write down your feelings. That's another way, and it doesn't hurt people. Literally, just go outside and kick rocks or something. Quit destroying your home.
These are the holes from where I did it. It was an argument, and I just had to come in here, release my anger. At home, I kind of have free range because everybody knows. When I get that mad, you don't come over to hit me, to punish me, to silence me, because I'll hit you.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Alex, how you doing?
Good.
So your mom is concerned about your behavior at home. What is it you think she's concerned about?
Sometimes when I get angry, I do stuff.
Well, I've been watching videotape of you, and sometimes you use really bad language. You yell at her, you scream at her to get in here, peasant. You've locked her out of the house. I mean, you kind of do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you not do what your mother tells you to do?
She doesn't really do anything to stop me sometimes.
Even he knows the problem. Even the little boy knows the problem.
Let's say your mom just says, okay, you're in charge, and she decides she doesn't want to do anything. Since you're in charge, what would you do?
I would cook, I would make food, I would
What would you cook?
sandwiches
Where would you get the stuff to cook a sandwich?
from the pantry.
You're going to eat that stuff up in a few days and then it's empty. What are you going to do to get food in there?
Work.
Where are you going to work? You're 12.
I could walk dogs.
How much you get paid for walking dogs?
Like maybe $5 a day. If you
$5
save
a-
up and
huh?
use the money responsibly, you could easily make a living.
$5 a day. He said, walking dogs, you get maybe $5 a day. He said, if you save that up and use your money responsibly, you could easily make a living.
$5 a day? You know what it takes to raise a child from birth to 18? How much does it cost?
A lot.
Cost about $250,000. You're gonna have to walk a lot of dogs, right? So I'm just wondering, do you take her for granted?
Sometimes, yes.
Do you think that she owes it to you to provide you with like video games and a nice house and all that?
No.
Do you think that's a privilege or a right?
Privilege.
That's right. Let this boy know that he is so lucky to have the life that he has. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next one.